Hello everyone, welcome to Maths Learning. My name is Pavanjeet Singh Sidhu. Today you will learn class 10 topic substitution method, which is related to chapter number 3rd, exercise 3.3. It is part 6 of the chapter number 3rd. So first question here is, that is x plus y is equal to 14 and x minus y is equal to 4. You have to find here values of x and y by using substitution method. Clear? So let us write first as equation first here, equation second here. In this method you have to keep in the mind, you have to find out the value of any one variable x or y. Suppose I am writing here value of x is equal to 14 minus y. You have to write this y in the right hand side. Means you have to find the value of one variable in the form of another variable. This value of x now here is, that is equal to 14 minus y. Let it be equation number 3. Understood? After that you have to put this value right here. Put x is equal to 14 minus y. This value of x we have calculated from which equation? From equation first. Now this value of x you have to put in another equation, which is equation number second. Clear? So this second equation becomes, therefore in place of x now we have to write there 14 minus y as it is equal to 4. Understood? Now you have to solve the bracket. 14 minus y is equal to 4. 14 minus 2y is equal to 4. Minus minus gives you plus. Both are negative, so there is negative sign. Clear? Now minus 2y, 4 minus 14, this 14 will go to the right side. It implies minus 2y is equal to 4 minus 14. When the larger number subtracted from the smaller, then it always gives a negative number, that is minus 10. Now cancel negative with negative there. Now this 2 is under multiplication with y, so it will go to the division in the right hand side. Y is equal to 10 upon 2, it implies value of y is 5 here. Clear? So value of y we have calculated, which is 5 here. Now to calculate value of x, you have to put this value of y in equation number 3rd. You can also put in equation 2. There is not any rule that you have to put in the 3rd only. You can put this equation in equation 1st, 3rd or 2nd. Now I am putting this value here. Put y is equal to 5 in equation number 3rd. Therefore value of x equal to 14 minus 5. So value of x there is 9. So right at the last, therefore value of x is 9 and the value of y there is 5. That's all. That is the answer. Clear? Second part you have to try yourself with the same method substitution. Now look at third part. We have given there 3x minus y is equal to 3 and 9x minus 3y is equal to 9. As you know, for in substitution method we have to calculate any one variable from any one equation. I am taking equation first here to find the value of x. So first of all, this 3x will be equal to 3 plus y. This minus y will go to the right side. After that, only x will be equal to 3 plus y over 3. Let it be equation number 3rd. Put this value, put x equal to 3 plus y over 3 in now second equation. Keep remember, if you have calculated the value of x from first equation, then you have to put this value of x in the second equation. If you have taken this value of x from second equation, then put this equation value of x in the equation number first. Now put in the second equation, so equation second becomes, therefore 9 times in place of x we have to write there 3 plus y over 3 minus 3y is equals to 9. Clear? Now you can cancel 3, 9 the 3 is the 9 there, plus 3y minus 3y is equal to 9. Clear? Now you can cancel this 3y with 3y. So 9 is equal to 9. Very surprisingly result is there, which is true. As you know, in the previous question, after putting this value of x in the equation second, we got value of y there, but their value variable y cancelled with each other, y with y. Clear? So which is true here? So there is not any specific value of y there, so we have to write there. Therefore we do not get any specific value of y, because y is cancelled here with each other. Y 3 minus 3y is cancelled with minus 3y. If y is cancelled there is no specific value of y there. We do not get any specific value of y. If we don't have any specific value of y, so we cannot get the specific value of x, right here. So, or therefore we also don't have any specific value of x. Therefore equation 1 and equation 2 have infinite many solutions. Understood? When there is not any specific value of y as well as x, therefore there are infinite many solutions of this pair of linear equations. Clear? Now look at next part, that is part number 4. This third part was very important. Example is also given. Example number 9 in the NCERT is the same related to the third part. Now question first, fourth part. Now coefficients are in decimals. 0.2x plus 0.3y is equals to 1.3 and 0.4x plus 0.5y is equal to 2.3. Equation 1, equation 2. So we have to find value of x from first equation in form of variable y. So right here, from equation first, 0.2x is equal to 1.3 minus 0.3y. In the next step, this 0.2 will go to the denominator of the right side. 1.3 minus 0.3y over 0.2, that is equation number 3rd. Now this value of x you have to put in equation number 2nd. We are substituting this value of x in the another equation to get the value of another variable. So that's why this method is called substitution method. By putting x 1.3 minus 0.3y 0.2 in equation 2nd, 0.4 into 1.3 minus 0.3y over 0.2 x plus 0.5y is equal to 2.3. Now you have to solve it. It can be written as 4 over 10, 2 over 10, this 10 will go to the numerator, then this 10 will cancel with 10 there. In the next step, 4 over 10 in the bracket 10 times 1.3 minus 0.3y over 2 plus 0.5y is equal to 2.3. Now 10 cancel with 10 there, 2 with 4, or directly you can also divide like this, 0.2 with 0.2, then 2 will be got there. Okay, otherwise you will be confused. So I have solved there properly. Now in the next step we have to write, that is our third equation. Let it be right on the next right side. 1.3 minus 0.3y over 0.2, that is equation number third. Clear? Now we have to put this value. Now we have to solve it. 2 into 1.3 minus 0.3y plus 0.5y is equals to 2.3. Now multiply 2 with 1.3, 2.6, 2 with 0.3, 0.6y plus 0.5y as it is. Now in the next step, solve the variables and this constant term write it in the right hand side. Minus 0.6y plus 0.5y, 2.3 minus 2.6. Yes, subtract beta. Minus 0.6y plus 0.5y, that gives you minus 0.1y is equal to minus 0.3. When you subtract 2.6 from 2.3, then minus 0.3 will be there. Cancel minus with minus. 0.1y means y over 10 there. 0.3 means 3 over 10 there. It implies value of y 3 over 10 multiplied by 10. So value of y there is 3. Clear? So value of y here is 3. Now we have to find the another variable value, that is x. Put this value of y. Put y is equal to 3 in an equation. I am putting it in third equation. By putting this value of y in a third equation, therefore x is equal to third equation 1.3 minus 0.3, value of y is also 3, put y as 3 there, over 0.2. Now solve for x. It implies value of x is equal to 1.3 minus 0.9 over 0.2. It implies value of x is equal to 0.4 over 0.2. It implies value of x is 2 there. Clear? Therefore value of x is 2 and value of y there is 3. That's all. Clear? Now next part, that is fifth part. Clear beta this question? Now fifth part. Statement given here. Square root 2x plus square root 3y is equal to 0. Square root 3x plus minus square root 8y is equal to 0. As you know, we have to write first equation variable x in form of variable y. From equation first, root 2x is equal to minus root 3y. 0 minus, this will go to the right side, 0 minus root 3y. So only x is equal to minus root 3y over root 2. Clear? So we have written this value of variable x in form of another variable y. So write this equation as equation number third. Now put this value of x, put value of equation third in equation second. Keep remember, if you have calculated this value of x from first equation, then you have to put it in the second equation. Therefore root 3 into minus root 3y over root 2 minus root 8y is equal to 0. Clear? Now multiply this numerator with numerator. Root 3 multiply with the root 3, that gives you minus 3 there. Minus is also there. So minus 3y over square root 2 minus root 8y is equal to 0. Understood? Now you have to take LCM there. Root 2 and 1. LCM there is root 2 only. Next step, it implies root 2 multiply, then multiply with the minus 3y, root 2 multiply with the minus root 8y. that gives you minus 3y minus root 2 multiplied by root 8y. Here it is multiplied with 1. This one multiplied with the minus 3y is equals to 0. It implies minus 3y minus root 2 multiplied by root 8. That gives you root 16, and we know that value of root 16, that is equal to 4. So we can write it as minus 4 into y over root 2 as it is equal to 0. So third equation is minus root 3 over root 2y. That is our third equation. Next step, this root 2 will multiply with 0 there on the right hand side. So minus 3y minus 4y is equal to 0. Multiply root 2. Minus 7y is equal to 0. That means y is equal to 0 over minus 7. So value of y there is 0. So put this value as 0 of y in equation number 3rd. So value of x minus root 3 over root 2 into 0. It implies value of x is also equal to 0. So right answer x 0 as well as y is also 0. Now this sixth part you have to try yourself for first question. Now look at second question statement. 2x plus 3y equal to 11 and 2x minus 4y is equal to minus 24. Hence find the value of m for y is equal to mx plus 3. It is very simple question. We have to solve these two equations by substitution method to find the values of x and y. After getting the values of x and y, you have to put in this equation to get this value of m. Very simple question. Clear? So this question you have to also try yourself. Understood? Very simple question. First of all, you have to try these two equations to solve values of x and y. Then put these values of x and y in that equation to solve for m. Very simple. Okay. Now look at third question. They have given from the pair of linear equations. Yes, the difference of two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. Find the numbers. Yes, there is a relation given of two numbers. Difference between them is 26. So let the first number be x. Let first number x and second number y. According to question, first condition, difference means x minus y, that is 26, equation number first. Clear? And second statement, one number, that means first number, is 3 times, thrice. And second equation, one number, let it be x, first number is means equal, 3 times the other number is y. So it implies x is equal to 3y, that is our second equation. Very simple, clear na? It is, you can check here, this x equal to 3y, this variable x is already in the form of another variable. So directly you have to put this value of equation 2 in equation number first to solve for variable y. Let's put this value. So put x equal to 3y in equation first. It implies 3y minus y is equal to 26. 3y minus y gives you 2y. It implies y is equals to 26 over 2. It implies value of y is equal to 13. Now put this value of y 13 in this second equation. put y is equal to 13 in equation second, therefore value of x is equal to 3 into 13, so x is equal to 39. So therefore first number is equals to 39 and second number is 13. That's all. Understood? Now look at next part, third question, second part. The larger of two supplementary angles. Now second part of third question. Larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller angle by 18 degree. Find them. You have to focus on the vocab words there. Supplementary. Yes. What do you mean by supplementary angles? That those two angles whose sum is 180 degree. And exceeds means more than. First angle, larger angle is greater than 18 degree by greater than smaller angle by 18 degree. So first of all, let larger angle, let it be equal to x, and let the smaller angle, let it be y. According to question, two supplementary angles. Supplementary angles are those whose sum is 180 degree. So x plus y is equal to 180 degree. That is equation number first. Very simple. Only from the single word we have written the equation first. Supplementary angles, that means x plus y is equal to 180 degree. Now for second equation, it's clear. The larger angle exceeds the smaller by 18. Larger angle is x is 18 degree more than smaller angle. Clear? So x is equal to 18 plus y, or y plus 18 you can also write. That is equation number second. In this also you can check second equation. This variable x is already in the form of variable y. So put this value of x in equation number first. Put value of equation second in equation first. Therefore in place of x we have to write there 18 plus y is equal to 180 degree. So 18 plus y gives you 2y is equal to 180 degree. Next, it implies 2y is equal to 180 degree minus 18 degree. So 2y is equal to 162 degree. Only y is equal to 162. This 2 will go to the division. So value of y is 81 degree. So value of y here is 81 degree. Put this value of y in equation number third, or 1 or 2. I am putting in equation number third. So therefore value of x is equal to 18 plus y value is 81. So value of x is 99 degree. Therefore larger angle is 99 degree, where smaller angle is 81 degree. That's all. Understood? Now next part. That is third part. Coach of cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3800, and later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1750. Find cost of each bat and each ball. You have to check what is the to find part. We have to find the cost of each bat. So let it be cost of each bat is rupees x, and cost of each ball, let it be y rupees. So according to first condition, how many bats she bought at first, and how many balls? She bought 7 bats. What is the cost of each bat? X rupees. So what will be the cost of 7 bats? 7 into x, that is 7x. and the cost of each ball is y rupees. What will be cost of 6 balls? That is 6y. Total cost for 7 bats and 6 balls, that is rupees 3800. That is equation number first. Similarly for second equation, later she buys 3 bats. Cost of each bat x rupees. Cost of 3 bats will be 3x, and cost of each ball is rupees y. Cost of 5 ball 5y. So 3x plus 5y, total cost 1750 rupees. That is equation number second. So you have to try yourself how to solve the value of each x and y by substitution method. Clear? After that you have to try yourself to find the value of x and y. Clear?